everyone, and welcome to a video that I'm nervous about. I'm not nervous about like filming it. I really don't care about talking about periods with you guys. That's totally fine. I am a genetic female. I have a vagina. I do get my period. I am, you know, in that health standing and age bracket where I do get my period every single month. So I don't mind talking about that with you guys, but I'm nervous to use this thing. So I have gotten requests from you guys, one person in particular, saying that you wanted me to try out one of these menstrual cups, and I'm all for it. I've wanted to try one of these out myself anyways, so why not film a video sharing my experience with you guys? I'm nervous in the sense that I don't know how to film. I obviously can't show you guys me using it, but I guess I can talk you guys through the process, at least through the process of me trying it for the first time. So I went ahead and I got a Diva Cup. I got this from my local Target. Well, technically it wasn't my local Target, but it was the Target that I was closest to at the time whenever I got a Diva Cup. There were two different kinds. I believe there might be more than the two online, but one of them is like the smaller one. This is model number 1 and it's for women under 30 years old. I'm getting there. I'm 28 and a half and who have never delivered vaginally or by C-section. I have not had any children, minus my fur babies. But yeah, essentially, I'm pretty sure you all know what a Diva Cup is or a menstrual cup is by now. I'm personally a tampon user. I have been for years and years and years. I mean, I think I started off with pads for the first couple years of, I was gonna say of my life, but of having my period. I think I was in 7th grade when I got my period. I mean, I very clearly remember getting my period. I guess I just don't remember the grade. I think it was 7th grade. I just remember coming home and my mom was home and I got home from school and everything and I just went upstairs and went to go to the bathroom like normal to take a pee, and I pulled down my pants and it was just like brown. I mean, right? Because yeah, I feel like I remember it being brown because it had been in there all day apparently. I just remember I started crying and like screaming, "Mom!" And then she came up and she was all excited like, "Oh, my baby girl is growing up. Here, let me show you all of the things and how to do the things." And I was like, I hate being a girl. The worst. And yeah, that was that. And then eventually, you know, I learned how to use a tampon because wanted to go swimming while on my period, and then I just liked tampons better, and I continue to like tampons better. Now I will give you a quick little briefing, I guess. I have a very light period. I've always been really lucky in that my period is very light, especially compared to a lot of people. You know, people tell me they have to change a tampon every 2 hours, sometimes every hour, like depending on the person, if they've got a really heavy flow. I've never been that way. I can usually get away with putting in a super tampon for the first 2 days of my period at the beginning of the day, and then, you know, 12 hours later change it before I go to bed at night, and I'm completely fine. And then the last 2 or 3 days of my period, I just have to use a regular tampon and just 1 or 2 a day. And that's it. Like, I'm very lucky in that sense. So I feel like if you're wondering, is this gonna leak? I don't know that I'm the best place for you to go. I mean, sure, based on like placement of it and stuff, but like based on, you know, like I just have so much blood, it runneth over. I don't think I'm gonna be that person, but we'll see. Yeah, I typically only have my period for 4 to 5 days-ish, depending on the week. But, so they said this launched, the Diva Cup anyways, launched worldwide in 2003, so they have been around for a very long time. What is that, 15, 16 years now? Now we're in 2019. It eliminates inconvenience and expense of purchasing disposable products because you use it once and you can't use it again in terms of pads and tampons. But this says you empty 2 to 3 times per 24 hours, wash and reinsert, can be worn confidently overnight, and is perfect for traveling. It does say up to 12 hours at a time, so I think I should be good to like just have this in all day and do like I normally do and just change it before I go to bed at night and when I wake up in the morning, yeah? And in the long run, if this thing works, you know, that saves you a ton of money. I mean, me, I am lucky, like I said, in that I have a light period, so I don't buy a ton of tampons. You know, I can usually buy a pack of 30 something and then that'll last me for like half a year, but okay, so this comes with instructions and a little bag if you want to bring this with you if you're traveling and you know you're gonna get your period like halfway through or something, or just for when you store this. It's cute, you know, just a little purple and pink floral pouch here, and it's a pouch. There you go, drawstring. And yeah, here it is. It feels like a silicone cup, and it's got little markers on it so that you can see the measurements of your blood if you want to know how much you have been bleeding. I'm pretty sure what the average person bleeds like 4 tablespoons of blood on their period, which is one of those things where it's like, really? I feel like it has to be more than that, but apparently. And then there are different methods of folding it for insertion. You can do like a taco where you pinch it and then you pinch it, yeah, so there's like that. And then I think, what's the other one? Like you do it at the top and then you pinch, maybe, I think, the idea was correct, application was wrong. Yeah, so it kind of like, there we go. So it's, I think this is what they said, it was like the smallest level of insertion diameter you can get it to be. This just seems right, like it seems like you would put it in you like that and it would slide in nice and easy. You know, they say you can use lubricant and all that stuff, so I guess we'll see how it goes. I failed miserably the first time I tried to use a tampon, so I'm hoping I'm not gonna revert back to my, what, like 13-year-old self and have such a failure experience, but you know, we're gonna give this a try. We're gonna see how it does. But first, I do want to clean this since I just purchased it, so I've got some water on the stove boiling, so we're gonna go and sanitize this first, and then I just got my period, so then we're gonna put it in and we're gonna see how this does. All right, well, it was boiling, but then I turned it down to simmer while I was recording because I didn't want to leave it unattended. But here we go. It says not to leave this Diva Cup unattended in the water because it can burn. So I'm really scared, but here we go, you guys. Boop. Bye, cup. Alright, so there she is. She capsizes. Ooh. But yeah, I basically just kind of bopped it around with a wooden spoon, and yeah, now I'm gonna let her cool down before I put it inside me, because I don't think it's recommended. Oh, it's actually not, I mean, it's hot. I'm not gonna put this in me yet, but I'm surprised I can actually touch it. Yay! I have no idea, how am I supposed to film this? Alright, out with the old, in with the new, yeah? So I'm gonna try this one, this. Oh boy. Maybe. We're gonna see how this goes. Did you guys hear that? Ew. Attempt 1 wasn't successful. Let's try this again. Nope. Nope. How the frick do you do this? I don't understand! Oh, no. I can't get it. I think I did it. Let's wash the hands real quick, yeah? Alright, you guys, so it's in. We're good, I think. I can feel that it's in there, like when I'm up and walking around, but it doesn't feel too uncomfortable. I feel like it's just like, you know, when I first put in a tampon, it's just something new inside you that I think you will get used to, I am hoping anyways. But I mean, when I'm just like sitting here, I wouldn't know. But so I did watch a video, and the thing that I was struggling with was when you fold it up and you know, you gotta shove it in. Well, first off, it's slippery, like your hands and the cup, and it's slippery, so it's hard to like keep it folded up. So mine kept like unfolding and popping and making all sorts of fun noises. And then, you know, like eventually when I was finally able to like grip it tight enough and shove it up at the same time, then I finally got it up. But then it felt like one of the folds wasn't popping open, because you need it to pop open, you know, and create that vacuum and everything so it can hold your period blood. So you just kind of have to like feel around the edge of it by the stem, and if it feels like round like a cup, then you're good, you made the vacuum. But if you can feel like a little divot dent in there, that means that it's still kind of folded, and you just kind of have to like wriggle your finger around in there until it like gets situated and vacuumed correctly. So that's what took me the longest to do. I'm hoping, you know, it'll get better with time and with practice, but we'll see, you guys. This should last until the morning, and hopefully that is the case. All right, my friends, 'tis bedtime. Here are my bed sheets. I'm gonna put a towel down because I'm distrustful, and these sheets are, you know, cream colored or whatever. I don't know the best way to put this. It's not like I need this going down to my feet. If I'm gonna leak, I'm gonna leak. Okay. This is such an awkward shot, but here you go. This is the underwear I have been wearing and that I will be wearing. I have not leaked yet. I just figure, you know, since it's kind of light colored, it'll be good. We can see anything that happens. Also, I'm purposefully wearing my Eraserhead shirt to bed because I'd like for him to pretend that my cramps and back pain are quirks and erase them. I took a pain pill. What are they called? Advil liquid gel. One of those ones that's supposed to, that does help with back pain and cramps. So I'm hoping that and a good night's sleep will do me well. Wish me and my sheets well, friends. I'm ready. I'm scared, but I'm ready. She's clean. That, my friends, is a clean towel. Very exciting. I can't be the only one whose hair looks like this in the morning. Can you tell which side I sleep on? There they are, my friends, nice and not bloody. So now it is time. I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna change this out. And by change this out, I mean I'm going to try and remove the Diva Cup, dump it out, and reinsert. I hear that doing it in the shower is the best thing to do. I just woke up. Can you tell? I have no I don't have sentence forming skills normally during the day, much less right when I wake up in the morning, but I'm pretty sure it's like, you know, the steam in the shower and you're relaxed and then you can, you know, clean it while you're in the shower. I think that's the main thing behind wanting. I'm gonna take a shower, you guys. Oh, that is in there! Oh no. Vagina, what have you done? My fingers are only so long. Oh god. I just spent a half an hour trying to get this out of me. I don't know if I just have the world's strongest vagina or what, but like, I think I have to go to the emergency room. Oh my god. This can't be happening to me. Oh my god, you guys. I did it. I had to set up like a little birthing station here. Towel on the floor. Cats were locked out of the room. Leg propped up on the dresser. You can fill in the blanks. I now have in a tampon. I don't think I will ever put that Diva Cup inside me again. The cats. They're so concerned. Oh, look at that huge donate pile of clothes. I know, I know. Don't be scared, honey. Mama doesn't plan on having to birth foreign objects out of me ever again. You hear that, Fig? Never. Never again. Alright, you guys, so I just realized I didn't really film an outro or anything, so I know I'm kind of all sorts of different looks right now. I'm like half, I want to cuddle up in my bed, and I'm half like, glitter on my eyes, but I figure I should say goodbye. I hope you enjoyed the video. That was my experience with the Diva Cup. Not the best experience, but I did do some like post-use research, I guess, or like further research into the Diva Cup and just menstrual cups in general. There are a lot of things that go into menstrual cups. It's apparently really not a one-size-fits-all, which makes sense. All of our vaginas are different. I think I have determined that I have a higher cervix, and that determines what kind of a cup I should use. If you want to figure out your cervix height and everything, I don't know. I'm sure like a doctor would be the best way to figure that out, but if you want to figure it out at home, I mean, you should already be very comfortable with your body and figuring things out about your body if you're planning on using a menstrual cup, because you do have to get on up in there, but you can just type into YouTube like determine cervix height and I'm sure you'll find tons of videos about it. But yeah, according to lots of different sites, high cervix height, I should like the Diva Cup, but I didn't. So even that's like, I don't know. There are also just a lot of different kinds of cups. The stem length and stuff I think was my biggest problem, and I was glad to see, I guess. I mean, sad that a lot of people struggled with this, but like the stem is so hard to grab onto of the Diva Cup. At least I thought so, and apparently a lot of other people think so as well. So I looked into other cups that have different kinds of stems. I purchased a couple different kinds so that I can try them out on future periods. I think, you know, I'm kind of at the tail end of things here, so I don't think it would be best to try one out right now. But I got the Lily Cup, which is supposed to be a lot more, or a lot less stiff, more flexible, I guess, softer. Either way, I'm gonna try that one out, so hopefully it's just easier to insert and remove. And then also I got one, I think it's called the Pixie Cup, that makes so much sense to me. It's got an actual ring that you can hook your finger into to yank it out, or, you know, to take it out. I say yank out because that's kind of what ended up having to happen with this Diva Cup, you know, part birth, part yank and extract. So I'm very excited to test out that one with the ring. Like, that just makes so much more sense to me. It's like you can only, with your two fingers, to grab onto a stem that's slippery because it's been up inside of you, and you know your vagina has natural lubricants and moisturizers and stuff. Moisturizers, but you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to grab on to a silicone thing. I don't care how many ridges you put on that Diva Cup stem, it's hard to grab onto, at least I thought so. So yeah, Diva Cup was a no for me, but it was reassuring to see that, you know, not everyone will agree with every single menstrual cup, so I am not giving up. I'm giving up on the Diva Cup, but I am not giving up on menstrual cups in general, because I really do. I think the idea is really good, and I really want to be able to use a menstrual cup, but this one just did not work for me, and I really don't want to have to spend another hour trying to birth this thing and get a hold of this thing the next time I try it. So yeah, the Diva Cup was not for me. You guys should let me know. We should have a little conversation down below in my casserole of comments down there. Cook up lots of different conversations. How do you feel? Have you tried a Diva Cup? Have you tried other menstrual cups? Like, what has your experience been with them? What's your favorite kind, slash what kind of cervix and everything do you have? You know, we can see how everyone's feeling, what everyone likes and dislikes. You know, we're all individuals, so we are all going to have differing opinions on this. But yeah, overall, I hope you enjoyed the video, seeing my struggles and everything. If anything, hopefully it made you feel less alone if you as well have struggled with a Diva Cup or menstrual cup in general. Let me know if you enjoyed the video, not only by leaving a comment, but also by giving me a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you are new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? You can go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more content from me in the future. You can become a member of my casserole family here on my channel. I'd love to have you here. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, just stay well until then. Bye!